I'm Danny Crombie from musicvice.com, and I'm interviewing Scott Klopfenstein from the extremely entertaining Real Big Fish, who are playing Soundwave Festival next February. Hi, Scott.
Hello, Danny. How are you?
Where are you speaking to me from?
I'm at home in Brooklyn, New York.
So, what's new with you guys right now?
Not a lot. I mean, we're just we're taking a little break and having some time spent with family, and you know, and I just moved to a new apartment a couple days ago. So, yeah, we're all just kind of taking it easy because, you know, at the end of the year it can get a little relaxing for us. I mean, we hit it pretty hard from, you know, the beginning of the year till October. So, you know, we kind of rest up for the holidays.
You guys are heading over to Australia for Soundwave next year. And when were you guys here last?
It's been about 2 years, I think. It's been a little while. We love it over there. I mean, we miss, you know, and it's going to be nice too because, I mean, it will be warm. Everything else in the United States is cold. So,
you guys looking forward to anyone on the bill at all?
I'm looking forward to Faith No More because Mike Patton is a hero of mine.
I saw him last year with Phantomas. Just amazing.
Oh, yeah. No, that guy just has an incredible grasp on his vocal cords. It's you know, you don't find a lot of people who really master their instrument like that. I mean, they're a great vocalist, but he really has pushed the boundaries of his voice and has an incredible amount of control over it.
You sing lead vocals for your own band as well, don't you?
I do. I haven't since I moved. So things have been a little busy, so I haven't had a chance to get things going. But actually, I'm hopefully starting this next month to start playing gigs again.
How different is playing abroad than to the USA?
I mean, it's definitely different, you know. But I think the sentiments are the same. You know, the audience. They're just, you know, they want to, you know, have a good time and dance around, and we're a good time band. That's what we like to focus on. You know, some bands are, you know, more spiritually or politically motivating, and we just want people to, you know, no, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not what we do. So we just want people to dance.
So is that why you've kept such a steady fan base?
That, and I think the incredibly witty banter is always a plus. I mean, you never, you know, we interact with the crowd. You know, not a lot of bands do that, which is crazy. I don't know. I always forget that a lot of bands don't interact with the crowd. A show is a symbiotic relationship. You know, we can't do our thing unless they're doing their thing, and they can't do their thing unless we're doing our thing. You know, so it's like everybody's all there. You might as well talk to each other, I think.
You guys have been around since 1991. How's it all changed for you?
I mean, we've had a multitude of members come and go. I mean, there's only 3 original guys left, and there have been overall, including who's in it now, 23 guys in the band, 22 guys in the band, and 1 girl. I mean, you know, we've improved as musicians, the style of writing has changed, you know, a lot has changed over 16 years, you know, but it's still fun and it's still exciting, and, you know.
So if it was no longer fun, would you just call it quits?
Yeah, I mean, why would you do something that's not fun? Obviously, you know, there are times when, you know, it's work. I mean, it's definitely hard work, but it's fun, hard work. We're very lucky to get to do what we love doing for a living. But, yeah, so, I mean, we wouldn't, you know, it's not the kind of thing you do if you don't love doing it. It's a hard life. Not a lot of stability, you know, you miss your family and friends a lot. There's not a huge financial payoff. But it's gratifying in different ways.
I saw realbigfish.com. There's a guy who seems absolutely desperate to sell it to you guys. How long has he owned it? So
yeah. No, he's owned it for a really long time. I don't think we've never had it.
Yeah.
So since, I mean, people really started, you know, since, you know, the internet started booming, he bought it. He was playing games with us, and we don't want to play games, you know? And it's like, I mean, he's obviously, like not being cool. You know what I mean? Like, he bought it so that he could, like, screw us.
So are you just prolonging his suffering by making him pay for a domain he'll never need?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like if that's the way he wants to do it, that's, you know, we can do other things, you know, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And so many people did that, you know, and I think it's one of the rudest things you can do. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy and he's a businessman and stuff like that. That's like stealing somebody's shoes and then making them, you know, repay for it.
It's quite well known that you guys were dropped from Jive a few years back. How has the whole dynamic of the band changed?
We're happier.
More freedom?
Yeah, I mean, nothing against them. They're business people, and what their job is to do business.
Yeah.
We're musicians, and our job is to make music. We didn't really see eye to eye. They didn't have any emotional attachment to our music, and we didn't have any emotional attachment to their money.
They seem to have fucked you over with the Greatest Hits record.
I mean, they did and they didn't. Like, they put it out, but a bunch of our fans, like, you'll find a person here and there who bought it who just, but a lot of our hardcore fan base they boycotted it.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of kids who went around the record stores and hid it. They would hide the best stuff. It was hilarious, And they didn't sell very well. Kids know, like, it's not us. Record labels can't pull the wool over kids' eyes anymore. There's internet. They talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's forums, message boards, blogs, all this stuff, and everybody, kids are dialed in. They know what's going on.
So if you knew everything you did now, do you think you would have done things differently?
Probably not. For me to even employ what I know now, back then, the technology didn't exist, It's a completely different ballgame because technology has changed it. If we have the technology and the knowledge, well, yeah, I mean, obviously things would be different, But yeah, it's not just the knowledge, it's the technology that changed everything, truthfully,
What about a new record for you guys? When can fans expect one?
Not really sure. We've been talking about it, but nothing's for certain.
Who are you listening to right now?
I'm listening to a lot of Bartok. His concerto for orchestra is on constant rotation, actually, at my house. That and also Franz Liszt's sonata for piano.
So have your musical taste progressed from the music Real Big Fish is associated with?
Yeah, I've just needed something a little more recently. But I mean, like, I love my ska and rock and reggae, and I dig it all, but I do get a little obsessive. Whereas, sometimes I will go through a all reggae, month. For the past 6 months, I've been really head deep in in classical, doing a lot of studying and reading and focusing on composers.
So is a more classical-based project on the horizon at all?
It's possible. I mean, I'm not anywhere near trained, schooled or anything, but I do work on things here and there, small little projects that involve multiple instrumentation, large horn sections. I actually did a tune with a band, the horn section of a band called Streetlight Manifesto, and it was a 13-piece horn arrangement for the song. It was actually great. It was a lot of fun. So
keeping on the subject of extra musical activities, I heard Aaron wants to audition for Limp Bizkit. Is this true or just gossip?
That was a long time ago, yeah. When Wes, the guitar player, first quit Limp Bizkit, 7-8 years ago or whatever, Aaron, we joked about him auditioning. And lo and behold, they're back together, it's funny.
Do you think the two bands could have coexisted?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he would have been happier with Limp Bizkit. I don't know.
So just a quick plug for our websites, musicvice.com. What are your other vices apart from music?
Comic books. Comic books, video games, movies. I read a lot too. I mean, I love reading, so I have a few vices actually. None of them illegal or destructive though. I quit smoking a couple of years ago. I no longer drink or do any extracurricular activities.
There's such a stereotype of bands drinking and partying all the time. How do you enjoy touring without those distractions?
It's fun. I still have a great time. I actually remember it, and I can do a better job. It's exhausting to be trashed all the time and trying to play as energetic a show as we do. You wind up compromising your playing.
So to wrap it all up, any last words for our listeners?
Just come to come check us out at the Soundwave. If you fill up, so will we.
Thanks, Scott. Pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, man.
And that was Scott Klopfenstein from Real Big Fish, who are playing Soundwave Festival next year. For more information, visit the Soundwave website, and thank you for checking out Music Vice.